What up, guys? What up? You know, I see a lot of people going crazy, man. They need a little hint of love, so let's go ahead and get this chat hyped up. Let's play that song for you guys. This one goes out for all you Xbox out there, all you poppers.
We know that team's down there, right? I also know there's like 5 or 6 guys in this lobby. Desperate. For just a hint of love.
Feeling the love tonight. Feeling the love tonight.
I had a song earlier. Did you make that up? I don't think I've ever heard it.
Yeah, I just made it up.
It's great.
What was it again?
Something about tonight, but it felt like,
Well, I can't remember the tone. Maybe you can remind me.
kind of like that.
Feeling the love tonight. Feeling the love tonight. Feeling the love tonight. Feeling the love tonight.
All right, here we go. What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome officially. What's going on? Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was talking for like 5 minutes, and I just saw the message. So anyway, what's up? You know, it's crazy. A lot of things has happened since then. You know, past couple of days, a lot has happened, man. Let me tell you, a lot has happened. We got a new next gen console ready to launch. We got we got a new next gen console about to launch with no true first party games out here that are bangers. We got dudes damage controlling the whole situation, calling people anti-consumer. And of course, you got the community, which seems to be fragmented on whether or not they know what the definition of anti-consumer practices is. It is definitely interesting take when it comes to next gen. That is for damn sure. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm not even worried about it. You already know. I'm just going to put this on the screen. And we gonna talk about it. So, ironically, right on cue. Right on cue. Articles started coming out immediately summarizing what your boy was getting ready to say earlier today. Now, granted, I didn't upload today. The damn air was off, and it was hot as hell up here, so we had to get the AC unit fixed, and got it fixed now, so your boy's back in the fray. But, so you be saving this for RGT? Oh, no. I got plenty to talk about. Trust me. Got plenty to talk about for Friday. This right here, though, it needs to be talked about right now. And the reason why I want to talk about this right now is because your boy recently came under fire. Now, yesterday I was on a show. I shot the boom, but these weirdos in this community decided to come after me on Boom Show. So they followed me to Boom Show, and these dudes are like, Ryan's the worst. Ryan just hates Xbox. Ryan doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, riddle me this. I have been very positive towards Microsoft for the longest. Been very positive towards Microsoft. I've been hoping for Microsoft to be best. What's up, Clay? I've been hoping for Microsoft to do the best. I really have been. And unfortunately, we're at this point now where it's like, what I want doesn't matter. Have been, you know? Seriously, what I want and what I've been hoping for, it's not even on the table at this point, guys. It's not.
That's a huge bitch.
Shout out to Dribble. Appreciate you for the €5. Says support BitCloud or support to BitCloud. Appreciate you, man. But to stay on topic here, I'm looking at the situation as of right now, right? Looking at the situation. And not only has this situation gotten progressively worse, in 24 hours, mind you, we're not even at the point where Sony showcased their other half of their studios. And granted, we already know what's coming out for Series X. And all of us can answer this question in abundance, right? What's coming out for Xbox Series X? What is the date that you have to wait for in terms of the heavy bangers for Series X? That is 2023. Around that time. 2023, 2022, really it's 2023, 2024-ish, right, for these games. Everything else that we were shown has either been a multi-plat or games that we've already knew were going to supposedly make the launch. Halo Infinite being delayed, you know what this pretty much does? Granted, again, I said this in the video, it's a good thing that it was delayed because the game looked terrible. But them delaying the game, it puts the Series X in a terrible disadvantage. You know? It really does. They put the Series X in a terrible disadvantage here. Not only do they not have anything to compete with Sony's first party when they launched the system, but on top of all that, you have to now get heavily aggressive with your main market right now. And what does Microsoft really got? What does Microsoft have on the side? Somebody say Gears Tactics. Really? Gears Tactics for Series X? Nah. No. It's not a heavy banger. It's not a heavy seller. Microsoft needs to get aggressive with third-party deals, but unfortunately, I don't even see them doing that because they're pushing Game Pass. So with them pushing Game Pass, putting all their resources into services, I just don't see nothing changing at this point. We're literally back to square one. We're officially at square one. Hope y'all know this. We're officially at square one. And things continue to get worse. Oh, Lord. Look, man. I told you guys, man. I tried to tell you, man. Y'all fall into these buzzwords. Dude's throwing around the word anti-consumer like it's the new high. Oh, Lord. This is funny. This is funny, man. You know, people are still damage controlling what I said about the whole anti-consumer thing, too. And I love it, too. Because, again, me and Craig, we called it before. Fake outrage. Right, Craig? Remember this? Here's the funny thing I loved about this. And shout out to Eagles fan. What's up, bro? He can vouch for me, too, when I said this. If you're against anti-consumer practices, then you should be calling out every single form of anti-consumer practice. For example, it's anti-consumer that console gamers have to pay just to play their games online. It's anti-consumer that a console gamer could potentially miss out on a game through timed exclusivity. It's anti-consumer that games are launching with half the content and we're paying for majority of it. I don't see none of this. I don't see none of this effort go to anything towards this. Y'all notice this? Nobody mentions this stuff. But let Sony have something exclusive to their platform. Oh, it is the biggest anti-consumer practice imagined. How you figure that? I love it. I had fun. But dudes, I had fun. I'm sitting there letting them dig themselves in holes. I pretty much silenced everybody. You know, it's funny. I haven't done this in so long where I drop a fact so undeniable that you can hear a pin drop in the room. I did this yesterday when I was like, dudes crying about Spider-Man, but I'm like, none of you showed the same level of aggression towards Marvel Alliance when they had 8 exclusive characters for the Xbox 360. You could hear a pin drop in the whole chat. Everybody got quiet. No one had a reaction. No one had a rebuttal. Nobody. I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the day, you saw it for what it truly was. Business. That's business. 101. Sony's added value to their consumer base, to their version of the game, to make their version look more appealing. And if you think about it, right, especially going to this, Craig, I'll let you in 1 second, Craig. I saw your chat. I saw your message, bro. But if you think about it, who is Sony's biggest new mascot right now? Think about it. Who is their biggest mascot going into PlayStation 5? I'll give you a hint. It's not Kratos. All right? Get right now. It's not Kratos. It's not Aloy. I think a lot of you can guess who it is. It's not Aloy. It's not Kratos. Who do you think it is? I'll let y'all think. Come on. Who y'all think is Sony's biggest mascot going into PS5? Exactly. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is their biggest asset going into PlayStation 5. That is one of the biggest characters out there. And it was funny, another thing came out, and they're pretty much confirming what I said about the movie. I've been on a roll when it comes to Spider-Man, man. Didn't I say this in a video? Didn't I say this on a live stream or a video to you guys? I could have sworn I did it in a live stream, but I was like, yo, guys, I guarantee you Kraven the Hunter is going to be in the movie. They're already confirming that Kraven the Hunter will indeed be in the next Spider-Man movie. Pinch me. I must be dreaming. I have been on a roll with this character. Kraven the Hunter. So when you have your biggest mascot being Spider-Man, a superhero, mind you, that appeals to everybody, don't you think you want him in your version of the game to add more value to your game? And keep in mind, he holds more weight since he's actually part of their first party lineup. That is how big it is. Sony knew what they were doing with this deal. Sony knew exactly what they're doing. And honestly, even with the way things are going now, right, it could have most certainly been worse. Like, let's keep it 100. It could have been worse. We probably could have gotten a terrible Avengers Spider-Man movie over the possibility of us having a true Spider-Man game that was perfect. And I agree. Yeah, that's true, Eagles fan. Eagles fan, you saw it in the chat yesterday, bro. I laid everything out. You saw that chat. You saw everybody in that chat, Eagles fan. You can vouch, dog. To the people saying I only cater to one side or all that, even though this is a PlayStation Central channel, when it comes to talking about these consoles, Eagles fan, there is no denying your boy keeps it 100. Everybody in that chat, you can hear a pin drop in that chat. I promise you, that is how bad dudes got quiet when I brought up that game. Speaking of that, what's in Kragan? Let me let that update. But you can hear a pin drop. Don't tell me to sign me out. I don't know what's going on in Discord. Discord's been signing me in and out of the damn app. It's crazy. Yep, it's signing me out of it. I'll get that on in a second. 1 second, Craig. I'm at to sign back into Discord. But it's crazy. Dudes are so quick to throw you under the bus in this community, and I'm shocked But at the same time, I guess I've grown used to it, right? I've grown so used to it. You know, these same dudes who claim that, oh, you keep 100 are the same ones you see in the chat talking trash. And I'm looking at the chat from yesterday. I was like, yo, dog, really? I thought I was good. You know what I'm saying, Eagles fan? I thought I was good. You would think these dudes had it in for me to begin with. What's up, VJ? But you would think these dudes had it in for me to begin with. Like, they just waiting for that moment to get me. I'm like, really, guys? Come on, guys. Really? We at this point now? Can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. So that's supposed to be a course with no first party. Oh, yeah, we won't get into that, man. We gotta discuss the importance of that. So this whole first party argument, man, it holds so much weight that it's not even funny at this current time. It's not funny. I know a lot of people like to take the console war serious, but honestly, there's no console war. It's just a bunch of people trying to justify their purchase. Let's keep that a buck, right? We can agree. Like, for example, if I bought one of those DX Racer chairs and I knew damn well deep in my heart that it was a piece of shit and I spent $500 on the DX Racer, right? And it was uncomfortable, it didn't support me. You really think I'm going to tell you everything that it needs to be told? 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to tell you what needs to be said. And that's where the rare occasions come into play, where people tell you how it is, how the product truly is. You know what I'm saying? If I spend $500 on a chair, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to lie to you and say, this shit's amazing, even though this damn cushion's in my damn spine and I'm uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes don't keep 100 in that case. So a lot of people try to justify their purchase when it comes to this system. Xbox Series X, again, it's a cool box, but unfortunately, we won't be seeing anything out of this box until 2023. That's where the game's really going to start showcasing power. Halo Infinite, when we eventually see it this time around, I'm pretty sure it will have ray tracing and all that, so you will see it in better form. But the damage has been done at this point, right? It's kind of like when you go to a job interview. What do they say at a job interview? First impressions are always what? The most important. Their first impression with this game was not good. Not good at all. I mean, the memes continued to drop. One particular meme had me dead over here in this office, man. And it's crazy. He said, no, it hasn't. Only if the game is really... X-Talk, you the homie, bro, but let's keep it buck, man. First impressions, a game does nothing for the community. The community spoke their mind. They're not pleased with what they saw. They're not happy with what they saw. You know what I'm saying? That game should be a 10 out of 10. It should look like that game was running off of a 2080 Ti. You see what I'm saying? And that's where another thing, too... And again, this is where I don't even fault the community for this. Well, I fault certain people in the community, you know. But a lot of people actually believe that this damn console was going to be on par. What's up, Impatient? They actually thought it was going to be on par with a 2080. Now, riddle me this: if a 2080 costs damn near $1,000 in 2020, how much do you think the console is going to cost to match that type of performance? This is where your suspension of belief should really kick in, and you should bring your expectations and that realistic point of view down to what's the price. Odds are you're paying what for these systems? 500, 400, right? For these systems. The reason why I say 400, PS5, I see a 400 model, $500 model. Series X, I see 500, and I see Series S at 3. See what I'm saying? But you're really going down to the budget of $500 to $400. We already test the waters. The consumer's not paying $600. The consumer's not paying the equivalent of a pre-built gaming PC for a next-gen system. Granted, if it was like that, best believe we would be having a much longer PlayStation 3 generation, because PS3 would have essentially been a pre-built PC, just miniaturized. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying for that type of stuff. That's already been proven in the market. We're not paying for that. So since we're not paying for that, you're not getting that. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. But a lot of people put so much faith in this, so much stock, saying that the system's going to do this, that, and the third, this unbelievable power. And I'm sitting there going, that unbelievable power, it's not going to be that unbelievable the way you guys are hyping it up. You know, dudes are acting like, I remember dudes hyped up. This is how you know things was going bad, right? I remember dudes were hyping up vapor cooling. Am I the only one who remembers this? Y'all remember vapor cooling with the Xbox One X? I remember dudes hyping up vapor cooling and saying vapor cooling was going to be the new standard, and they were hyping up like that was going to include PC gaming. And I'm sitting there going, why the hell would PC gaming use vapor cooling when they're using water cooling? I mean, hell, they were just now talking about God, what's it called? Nitrous. Yeah. What's the name of that shit? The liquid nitrogen cooling. They were talking about nitrogen cooling. So I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It just goes to show that a lot of these dudes did not game on PC, don't know anything about PC, and never will even try to attempt to play PC. You see what I'm saying? They won't admit this stuff. They'll never admit this. They'll never, hold the L at all. They'll just never admit it. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, I forgot to get Craig in here. Hold on. Let me, I'm going to have to take my screen off. Hold on 1 second. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Do appreciate you. Thank you. Let me take my screen off for a second. Ba, 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 ba. Where the hell is my phone? Oh, a second, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. 1 second. Phone's going off. Fashion book. All right, what's the code? It's all right, now I'm signed in. All right, we're back. So yeah, again, it's like I don't know what to really say. I don't know what to really say. All right, Craig's in the room. The homie's in here. We got Craig the Messiah on the chat now. Let me put the chat back up. All right. There we go. Screen's back up. But no, I don't know what to really say. I feel like people just lose their minds over this stuff and just, I don't know. What up, bro? So you already see the mess that is the internet. Oh, you talking about terrible movies? Okay, so I woke up today, right? You know what movie I was watching? So you ever see the movie The Mummy with Brandon Fraser? Okay. So here's the funny thing. I was watching the one with Jet Li as the main villain. Bro, he was in the latest one, the last one. Before you got to the hot chick, they had one with Jet Li. He's like this Chinese warlord, and he's like, bro, that had me weak. That'd be weak. That'd be done. I was like, bro, I can't. They had the homie, they did him bad. I was like, I can't.
Yeah. I guess he was still trying to break in now because that's an oldie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's old. They had Jet Li. For those of you that didn't hear what we said, I was in there watching that Jet Li movie. I was watching The Mummy earlier today, guys. So I don't know if y'all seen the one with Jet Li where he plays the Dragon Emperor and he's a mummy in the movie. Bro, they yo, you would think that Jet Li was like a B movie actor or something like that. That's how bad they shot the movie. Like, oh my God, it was bad. It was bad. But anyway, back to this, man. Back to this. Jokes aside, back to this. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Back to this. So I know you've seen the internet, the way dudes been acting, right? Dudes are blaming PC for the builds, and dudes got all these excuses. Oh, it's anti-consumer that people are talking about this, but I'm sitting there going, you guys had no problem spreading, the leaks for The Last of Us Part 2 and all this junk. So that's pro-consumer. All this weird stuff dudes were just saying. It's crazy to me. Because, again, this is the first. I want you to know this is the first console in the history of next-gen consoles to launch without any first-party heavy bangers to sell it. This is the first time ever a next-gen system will rely heavily on third-party games to push the box. You would think that this was the Ouya all over again. Because remember, the Ouya had that same thing.
That's a blast from the past, yeah.
You would think this is the Ouya. So my question to you, what do you think is going on here? What do you think needs to be changed here?
I mean, I did listen. I tried to listen to that Boomstick show, and look, shout out to you for even going on those podcasts. But I think the lesson you got to learn here, this is just, if you will take some advice from an old man who's about to have a birthday, do not go on his podcast anymore. I would invite him to yours. Mm-hmm. But I would say, dude, look, because of the chat, the bullshit coming out of you guys' mouths, nah, fam, I can't go back on that show. I mean, you're right. I mean, when you said that, it was funny. Brought up the. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to bring up that point. Because I'm pretty sure you were about to say it, but like the Spider-Man thing, I know a lot of people were pushing it on the show. As soon as I brought up Marvel Alliance and how that game had 8 exclusive characters, you can hear a pin drop in the room.
They didn't say anything, and until there, and what needed to be said at that point is, I would have said, okay, until you guys address that, do not say anything about Spider-Man again, because you're going to have to address that. If not, you look like hypocrites, and they do. They sound like a bunch of whiny ass crybaby.
Well, here's the thing too. I called out another thing too, because notice again the word. What's the word? What's the word, Craig? Anti-what? Anti-consumer.
Anti-consumer.
Okay.
Yeah, which they don't know what that means.
If you're against anti-consumer practices, why are we hyping up Batman being exclusive to Xbox?
Well, again, that's my point, is that hypocrisy. And until they address that, and your point about how there were people spoiling The Last of Us Part 2, I mean, again, they didn't say anything because it didn't. Look, they're afraid of a one console future, so they don't care what they have to do or say about, in this case, it's Sony. They don't care what they have to do or say. It's like, this has got to stop because Xbox will go away. That's, they're attacking Apple again, a sovereign company.
Which I don't know. I don't know how we got to that point. I don't know why.
Well, no. If you think that well, yeah. All right, Ryan. If xCloud is the future, and Apple and Microsoft needs Apple so that xCloud can continue, because they do need Apple, and Apple says no. It's a sovereign company worth more than Microsoft. Has its own board of directors, has its own shareholders, has its own CEO, CFO. They say no. What's wrong with them saying no? But because it's a threat to Xbox shutting down, therefore they can't get off work and put on a headset and go gaydar and call in the B2 with their friends. That's a threat. So they need Apple to do what Microsoft wants them to do. And that's what this is coming down to. They know that the Avengers game, which I've played the beta, and it's okay. It's not, to me, it's not
game changing. Yeah, it's not game changing.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, Taylan.
Yeah, shout out to the chat this year. 270 people. Man, hit the like button, people. You got 270 people in here and only 74 likes. So, but they're not. Until they address, like somebody just put in the chat, the Tomb Raider thing that they took away. Until they address that,
chat. I'm gonna show you my chat for that, and these comments are gonna turn you white. Let me show you my chat here. So you see my screen. Everybody can see my screen, right? Yeah, you can see that right on the screen.
Yeah.
Yep, it's on the screen. Okay, let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. I want you.
Now, these are published. Okay,
these are all published.
So is this from your podcast?
This is from my channel. This from I have. Boom. Okay. This is me.
Okay,
right,
gotcha.
This is all right. So let me scroll. Hold up. Actually, I have to go to the video. Do I not? I have to go to the video. Because I think I skipped over it when I started this channel, or when I started this stream. So We're gonna go right to that video, guys. We're gonna go right there. As a matter of fact. Where is it? This one right here. You know, the Cat Williams. we gotta click on this. These comments are legendary. Again, those of you that paid attention to what I said, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all already know what y'all had to do on that, because y'all already know what I was trying to say in that video. Let's scroll down. Where are these comments at? Actually, I just go by new because these were newly fresh comments. Whoops. But man, these dudes have lost it all over the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I know.
Check this out. Listen to this. This is the first comment that set off a red flag. LL, this video was a complete waste of time. The moment you try to draw a parallel to DLC content and exclusive whole games versus a multi-platform game missing a big character, that's two separate things. Also, every point you made about Microsoft was off. A timed exclusive Tomb Raider is definitely different than an exclusive. Either way, I love the dialogue. LL, nice shade thrown though. This one's for the PS fanboys. Interesting, right, guys? Interesting, huh?
Yeah. What DLC are they talking about?
He's talking about Spider-Man.
Oh, well, that's just it, is that, all right, where was there, again, why don't they go and address what Microsoft did with the, again, and I had a 360, so it didn't matter to me. They kept the Grand Theft Auto DLC, Lost and Damned, and Ballad of Gay Tony off of PS3 for almost a year.
Yeah.
So again, it's not like they haven't done it. They've always done it. They had to
Microsoft started the whole trend with anti-consumer practices. That's the thing that they're missing. They started the whole trend, and him saying that there's a difference between timed exclusivity and plain exclusivity. You're missing a vital point here. If you're against anti-consumerism as a whole, you should be calling out every single thing. You're not calling out every single thing. Sure. You're not attacking you're not going after Phil Spencer saying, "Hey Phil, how come I gotta pay you $60 a year just to play free to play games?"
No, they're not.
I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that effort.
Yeah.
I don't see it, bro. Yeah. I don't see nothing like that.
Yeah, until they address the paywall that Microsoft has.
This dude had me dead. So. He said, "Well, you kind of." Okay, first of all, he said he kind of. I'm guessing he means kind of. Well, you kind of just made a fool of yourself. Tomb Raider was a year exclusive on Xbox. Nier was a year exclusive on PS4. The difference is Avengers is a third party and Spider-Man not timed. So instead of telling people to demand better, why don't you act like a gamer instead of Sony suck up fanboy? Or gamers, not little kids measuring dick sizes like Sony.
That look, his whole comment reeks of Phil Spencer doesn't believe in exclusives. So watch it.
Wait, what? What is going on here? What?
That's what's going on. Phil Spencer doesn't believe in exclusives. Yeah. So that's the way they're going to be. Whatever Phil Spencer wants, they're going to accept. Phil doesn't want exclusives, so Sony shouldn't either. That's the equivalent of, like I said, my whole saying, "I'm white and I say so." You know, if Phil doesn't want us, you shouldn't either. I'm white and I say so. You know, so it's silly, especially when they're the ones who started the practice of keeping DLC off of other consoles. So now
everybody, everybody is just bringing up this time exclusivity thing and trying to damage control it as a whole. Yeah. Trying to make it like it's not a big deal. But I'm like, again, if it's not a big deal, then you don't care about anti-consumer practices.
Yeah.
That's the point. You see? That's the point. I threw something that's clearly anti-consumer in your face, and you don't want to admit that it's bad. So therefore, you don't care about anti-consumer practices.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's not anti-consumer to get exclusivity. It's not. That's the whole point. It's anti. So when Phil Spencer said, "quote," we have Tomb Raider, exclusive because we don't have anything to compete with Uncharted. Yes, that is an anti-consumer statement, but the fact is that if I wanted to play Tomb Raider, I could have bought an Xbox and played it. There was nothing stopping me from doing that. It's just like there's nothing stopping them from buying a PlayStation. They just don't want to have to buy a PlayStation.
Exactly. So, shout out to the Ultra Preset Podcast in the building. I see you, Merc305. What's up? Shout out to you. Drew goddamn Breeze, $2 super chat. He says PlayStation has officially won the console war. You know, the funny thing is, we say it numerous times on RGT. There's no console war. There's never a console war to begin with. There was never really competition at this point because why? One conference stole all the wind out of Microsoft shell, sales, and that was the one where they showcased the box. After that, they didn't recover. They seriously didn't recover after it. It was crazy. I'm trying to find another good comment here. I'm just scrolling down.
Well, I'm just saying. So if you look at it, like Phil doesn't believe in exclusivity, so they fully expect Sony to do the same thing. That is a problem. Again, this goes to the whole point of a generation of kids who never learned how to lose. They all got to play. They all got trophies. They all got their pictures taken. They never understood, okay, you're not good enough, therefore you're not playing.
Now this
dude, that was, they don't understand what that means to them. To them, that's a foreign concept.
Now this guy right here, this dude JB, I've seen this dude on many Xbox-centric channels. If you think this dude is pro-consumer, he's not. The dude throws shade of every PlayStation game known to man. But this is what he said. Ha, 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 ha. This guy is comparing timed exclusive to a full-on exclusive. And this guy thinks that Sony helped create Spider-Man. LL, ha, ha, ha. Does he know that Spider-Man was a thing before Sony was a thought? LL. The reason why I'm so mad at this is because my nephew is 7 and loves Spider-Man, but has an Xbox. So now, if he wants the new Avengers game to play Spider-Man, his parents has to buy him a PS or PlayStation.
Well, he's already, his nephew's a loser because they bought him an Xbox.
First of all, okay. Let's go back here. He says Sony didn't help create the damn Spider-Man game. It's owned by Insomniac, or it was made by Insomniac, their studio. Sony worked with Insomniac Studios and Marvel to make the game. That's one thing he does not know. That's one fact. Let's go ahead and check. He doesn't know Sony did help and fund this game. Microsoft did not fund the game, did not help fund the game, did not help creative for the game at all. Sony did.
Yeah.
Part 2.
And Sony made the introduction for Insomniac to Marvel games.
Yeah. Part 2. If you got a problem with playing the game, or you got a problem with your nephew having another option. See, this is the other thing I love too. Another argument just got destroyed. This dude, remember, how many dudes say, what's wrong with options?
Yeah, that option to go buy the console.
There's an option for you. You have an option. You want to play Spider-Man? Here's an option for you. Get a PlayStation 5. Why don't you get him, or PS4? Why don't you get him a PS4? Oh, I'm against that option. But I thought you were all about options.
Yeah.
Oh man, so much.
Yeah, I don't know why they're Sony. In this case, it's Sony. Sony is trying to push Microsoft out of the console market. You do that by cutting them off at the pass. That's what this is called in business. We're going to make it so that so that the people regret buying your console. The whole thing with Spider-Man on the Avengers game is that it's DLC. It has nothing to do with the main story. Just, he'll be available. I guess, when you put your team together at some point, he will be a character that's available. I don't even know how to switch characters in that game. So, you'll be able, I guess, at some point to switch to him because your main character is Miss Marvel. That's your main character.
Correct. So where in this video did I mention comic book version of the character? I said Sony owns rights to the, to the character. That's it. They own some certain rights to the character. That's it. That's all I said. This man says they don't own the comic version. I'm like, who said anything about comics for Spider-Man? I'm like, dude, did you watch the video? This MVH guy, like, are you trying to sound cool? You didn't watch the video. Clearly, you didn't watch the video. Like I said, I see nothing about comics. Try so hard. Dudes try too hard. Too hard. It's not even funny. They try too hard. I'm just going through all these comments. I'm having fun. I have fun. This has been a funny-ass week. So much flip-flopping and so many agendas being crushed after being trying to push. It's crazy. Yeah. Dudes try so hard this gen.
Yeah. Well, again, everything changed this entire summer. Everything changed when Jeff Keighley did that summer game fest, and that with that epic the Unreal 5 demo engine. That changed everything. It doesn't. That's where the rubber hit the road, so to speak. You had to put balls to the wall, and asses got busted. And you saw so far the best looking thing I've seen shown has been the Horizon demo, or the Horizon thing that they showed, the Gran Turismo thing, and then that epic Unreal for PS5. Yeah. Actually running on the PS5. So it's not like, then Epic came back, 6 weeks ago and said, oh, that could have ran at 60 frames a second, but we didn't want to show it to you at 60 frames a second. So, it's, I personally think, and I agree with this article you have up here, I think that that game getting delayed is devastating for Series X. But Microsoft has already mitigated everything because they said, we don't care if you buy the console. They've already said that. Yeah. There's nothing to damage.
It's a good question. This is a good question. Shout out to Eagles fan. He said, Bit and Craig, what is the end game here? Do you want Xbox and PlayStation to go to war and buy up exclusive deals? Honestly, I would rather them do that because that would just increase, actual competition between the two versus them putting all their effort into Game Pass and, not even trying at this point. You know what I'm saying? I would rather Microsoft go to DC and get, actually not even go after Batman. Nah. See, Batman, I don't even say go for Batman. I would rather them go to Marvel like Sony does, right? With Marvel, right? And go and get exclusive rights to a Black Panther, a Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? Marvel is literally throwing these characters at the screen. And they're saying, hey guys, these characters, if you guys want to make a game out of these characters, go for it. I would love to see Microsoft take an opportunity and really jump on those characters.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, You got Captain America getting an insane send-off just recently with the Endgame series, right? With the Endgame. You got Black Widow, who still has an insane amount of popularity, and Scarlett Johansson still saying that she wants to play the role. Why not embrace Scarlett Johansson's version of Black Widow?
Yeah,
do something.
She's fine too. She's nice to look at.
She always been. But you know what I'm saying? Why not go for it? Why not go for it? They have all the time in the world to go for these type of things, but it's sad that they haven't done so. Or my personal favorite, my personal favorite thing I would have done at this point, honestly, because you already know what we're about to go into, the new phase, the new saga, right, of the Avengers. Yeah, what do we know of so far? We know Blade. Who else? Morningstar?
Blade. The Blade. As far as movies.
The movies.
Blade.
Blade.
That's what's been announced. Yeah, Doctor Strange.
And what are the TV shows and all that? What was the
TV shows? Yeah, WandaVision, the Captain Bucky show. Their line of Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, he's signed to do a show.
So I'm saying,
go
for Blade. Go for what's the other one? It starts with an M.
Morbius. That's owned by Sony.
Morbius.
That's owned by Sony.
Whoa.
Yeah, Morbius is owned by Sony.
Moon Knight. That's what I'm looking for. Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight.
Go for Moon Knight and go for Blade. Yeah. Those would be bangers for Xbox.
Yeah, Moon Knight
those be bangers.
Marvel's Batman.
Yeah. Go for that. That will be fire for Xbox.
But that's not what they're doing.
They're not.
I mean, that's what. And remember, Randall Thor said a couple years ago that Xbox is going in a direction that a lot of people are not going to like. And that's what you're seeing right now, is that this Xbox is, and even Alana Pierce, the girl from Nari, or at least she talks like it, she said that there is no console war because the consoles companies are doing three separate things. So there is no fighting here. There's nothing to fight over. Microsoft is doing their own thing, but they need to parasite off of other companies because they're new in the space. And, so they're saying anti-consumerism. These guys don't know what that means. I think, you said that in your last upload. These guys don't know what anti-consumerism means. So they should just stop saying it. It's just,
I don't care. And if they do know what it means, they don't care about it. That's the thing. They don't truly care about this anti-consumer movement that they're trying to push. Yeah. That's another thing. They don't care. They're trying so hard to make it seem like they care, but the reality is they don't care. It clearly shows in their efforts. It shows in their attitudes. It's funny too. The internet never ceases to amaze again. They broke me earlier today with this right here. We're gonna put that on the screen for everybody.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They broke me today, y'all. I'm sorry. They killed your boy today. They killed your boy. They killed your boy, dog.
I saw that.
Oh,
There's nothing they can do is going to change that. I certainly hope they can get back to where Halo was back in the day when it was not about playing online. It was about, finishing the fight. Finish the fight. That was Halo 3. That was the theme. Halo 3, finish the fight. Let's go finish the fight. They talking about we got to all get online and drive the truck around and do co-op. I mean, that's got nothing to do with what Halo was about. So,
guys, let's go ahead and put an F in the chat or put an X in the chat for your boy Craig on the screen here. Just put an X in the chat.
Because he that took it over. That dude that took the shit over.
Bro,
and I just,
God.
But yeah, man, I'm sorry you went over to Boom's podcast and all that stuff was being said. I'm like, damn, why is Boom not saying something?
I mean, listen. It's honestly, I don't mind because I have fun. I talk to Boom and them; they're good people, but it's the chat that really, I'm saying the chat made me weak. I know you saw them comment. You're like, yo, Ryan, how does Ryan deal with it? I'm sitting there going, I have never seen that chat as long as I've been on there until that day be that cutthroat towards me at all. But I was like, damn.
Well, they've been mad all week.
They have been mad all week, but I'm like, damn. Yeah. So it took a meme and a delay to showcase y'all's true intentions. Okay, interesting. Shout out to Eagles fan for the 5. He says, $5 super chat. He says, how about Xbox only do DC games and PlayStation only do Marvel? That could be a good thing to one up each other. It could be, but I would actually like them to do other stuff. Like, for example, let's take that same theory, Eagles fan, and let's have Xbox do the X-Men in the Marvel version. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. Xbox has the mutants. Sony has the classic superheroes. That'd be dope.
What Microsoft is having is that they want everything to go in the Game Pass. And if you are a third-party developer, that's not a good business model for you. You have to make the game multiplayer. Yeah. So now could they do an X-Men game and then Microsoft get the rights to it and then have some skins or have some characters that will
I know you hype for the new X-Men anyway because they said the chick who played Jean Grey in the original one, she's talking about coming back and playing it again.
Oh, Frankie Jansen, she is hot.
She is still good. So
I take her out for beer and wings. Yeah, but see, they equate. I don't know how the practice that Microsoft did with the 360 was pro-consumer, and now Sony's doing the same thing and it's anti-consumer. That's the hypocrisy.
If they don't have it, they upset. You know what I'm saying? They upset if they don't have it.
They just don't want. Yeah, and I think it's been proven. It has been proven and shown and proved that they're more about. They don't want Sony to have something that they don't have access to. Period. Even though they're not going to buy it, they don't want to wake up and then say, "Oh, well, that's only going to be on PlayStation." They, like Nier Automata. That they keep saying that was an exclusive. No, that game launched day and date on PC with PlayStation. That is a third-party game.
I mean, you look at the screen here. You might as well call honestly the new meme for as of right now should be Craig is home because you guys see the screen. But 2020. But I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. This whole thing with the way they've done their events and how they're planning to go forward, it's like they can't. I hope y'all know this. They went back to square one. Like the Xbox 2020 has been scrapped, so there's no more big shows that we know of. All the big stuff that we were promised, they have went back on. Halo Infinite is no longer a star attraction for them because that's delayed.
Yeah.
Now they have to go back to the drawing board and literally do what Sony's doing, and that's be aggressive with third-party deals. And the question is, what third-party deals are they going to go for? Are they going to try to get Cyberpunk for the Xbox?
Yeah, they already have Cyberpunk. They've got Madden.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it's not like that's the whole thing. Last year they had the Jedi Order game, Fallen Order. That was with Xbox. Okay, there was exclusive stuff only Xbox had. So put with Fallen Order, which is which the Star Wars property is owned by Disney. So they're already working with Disney. But is there going to be another game? Microsoft can't control that because that's a third party game. It's it is what it is. But they do have Microsoft had plenty of marketing deals. Like I said, Madden comes out in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. They got that.
So you hype for that? You hype for that? Or I'm sorry, what does Phil say, guys in chat? You ship that?
Yeah, I'm buying that. They've got, if you have a PC, they have the flight sim game. Yeah, they have a flight sim game. Yeah, so it's just they have plenty of stuff. It's just that they do not want to wake up and Sony have something that they don't have, and they get mad. Like that one guy said, my 7-year-old nephew is upset. Your nephew's a loser. Y'all bought him an Xbox. He already lost. He lost. Oh my god. So I mean that's what I mean again. But to your credit, let me make this clear. To your credit, you're like the Dalai Lama. You're going over there. You're talking to them. Man, I would hurt these people. I would hurt them. So I will not talk to them. They were saying that podcast that comes on Tuesday nights. They were saying that they were over there yesterday saying the reason why Sony has to get so many third-party deals is because they don't have a good first-party launch lineup. And they are on their knees blowing the console that has nothing to launch with. Nothing. And you're saying Sony's is weak? Sony can put out one game and it's already better because that's a game that for their launch. So it's just one thing after another with them, and nothing worked because of the Epic demo. They chased, like you said, that poor, what's his name, Tim Sweeney. Yeah, they chased that poor man around for 6 weeks. Just trying to get him to say it'll run on Series X, and
he finally admitted, it will run on Series X, but here's the thing, not to the capacity that Sony was doing. I'm like, oh shit, pissed off. He pissed off some people when he said that. I was like, hey, listen. It is what it is.
He was a liar.
Yeah,
I know. They was like, he's lying.
I remember it. I remember it. Just like these same dudes. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that in a second. He said, it looks like this game. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing that a lot, Eagles fan. A lot of these dudes, or I'm sorry, not a lot of these dudes. Sony and Microsoft are gonna be playing this game of chicken. It's gonna be like a game of dare, right? None of them are gonna release the price points of this console until late at this point. Remember how I said you guys were gonna get it this month? I can honestly see them waiting until September, if not later, to showcase the price because they're not doing it. Sony at this point, they can go ahead and release it because it's like you got nothing to fear. You might as well just release it at this point because they have no competition at this point. But they're not going to do it. Shout out to Chris B for the 5. He says Xbox are going to quickly find out why console sales matter when Sony can lock up exclusives because they have more consoles to spread out the cost. That is true.
They're allegedly spending $750 million on exclusive deals. Allegedly. I mean, that's the reported number. So we'll have to wait and see what exactly they do and stuff like that. I guess you've seen the breadcrumbs for Resistance, haven't you?
Oh, bro, I've been having a field day with that.
Yeah.
Your boy's been having a field day with that one. Let me tell you. They showed Jack. Somebody told me to do the same thing for Jack and Daxter. The same thing happens for Jack and Daxter as well. So that's interesting. That's interesting to see.
Yeah, which is fine. And that's all. And I just hope people get to a point where Sony doesn't have to announce every single thing. They're going to save some things in their Jack in the Box for the next 2 to 3 years, guys. They're not going to show you everything. So, but yeah, haven't only been hearing SOCOM's coming back, plus
for a while,
Siphon filters coming back. I mean, it's not that those games won't come back. It's just, golly, just enjoy what you got.
Yeah, you're gonna get those very, very soon. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you'll get those very, very soon. They're just being very strategic about it. One thing that I'm really waiting for confirmation for, because I already know if they do announce it, it's going to be huge, is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid remake for PS5 exclusive. That will be the icing on the cake type of thing, Everybody's hyped for, that's icing on the cake. Yeah.
So, which they'll scream that's anti-consumer because they'll say the last 2 Metal Gear games
I mean, look, somebody already made. Here's the funny thing. I don't know if you saw the video. Somebody already made Metal Gear Solid Remake.
Really?
And
oh yeah,
I
heard of
it was Unreal Engine. Yeah, they did it in Unreal Engine, and the damn game looked. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me put that on the screen. I'm gonna shock everybody. Somebody actually did this. A random guy made Metal Gear Solid Remake in Unreal Engine.
And that Metal Gear Solid, that was the trendsetter. That was with all the cutscenes and stuff like that. It was like a movie. I do remember that.
Are you talking about you're talking about Guns of the Patriots, which is one of the GOATs.
Yeah, that was 4. Which again, I want that game, but it's stream only on PS Now. So I want to play that game. So again, hopefully Sony has figured out a way to make something like that full backwards compatible. I don't care if it's 1080p 60. That's fine. I'm not going to be upset. But I love Snake Eater, which was, I guess, Metal Gear 3. It was just called Metal Gear Snake Eater, I guess. So that was a classic, too. So.
Check this out. I'm going to put it on the screen now. Mm-hmm. Check this out, guys. So this is Metal Gear Solid.
Ghost of Shadow Moses.
And today we're going to be taking completed. It will be released
Check that out.
for free to the entire community. This is amazing.
Metal
This
Gear
is the kind
Rex.
of stuff that I love seeing you all build and work on. It's absolutely amazing.
Look, it's got ray tracing on.
Exactly the way that you should be making projects like this. So please
look how insane that looks.
Things. Keep me in the loop. Keep me updated with what you're doing.
Look at that, guys.
Like this. All right, so. I've never been
able
to
crap! It actually moves.
Sorry that I just said Mech Warrior.
Look at that.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's Unreal Engine.
On not dying first.
Is that Unreal 4 we were looking at?
4, yeah. This is 4.
Okay.
I think it's 4.
Wow.
Look at how clean that looks, guys. Dude remade it.
So he just made the end cutscene, or the end fight scene, I should say.
Tell me that. Tell me, y'all tell me that's not fire. That doesn't get you hyped for a possibility of a sequel.
Well, how did he get a hold of the Unreal Engine?
No. I think he's either they probably gave him a development type of thing, and he did it. He probably was like a development or like beta program or something, and was able to try it out. But that's what dude did. Dude actually made the game.
Wow.
Fire. Dude made the game. He said, "But how are we going to switch our controller to player 2 on the one boss fight? For which one?"
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about with Psycho Manus. Yeah, still the most creative boss fight ever. Having to put your controller in the other slot in order to fight. First, I mean, it was amazing.
Do you remember he showed up in Metal Gear Solid? His actual ghost was showcased in Metal Gear Solid 4, and like he said, put your controller on the ground, and the damn controller vibrated. And if your controller didn't have the vibration, he goes, "Damn God!" and it shows Kojima.
Kojima, yeah.
That was funny. That's funny.
Yeah. But that game was I loved Metal Gear. The whole thing behind it, what was causing everything. Yeah, it was very creative, very very Kojima, very sci-fi. So thoroughly enjoyed those games. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't mind seeing Metal Gear Rex make a comeback. So, but yeah, man. I mean, them attacking. Yeah, those guys have been mad all week. I've listened to Double Barrel. There was another one that came on during the week. They were mad too. So, but I can't remember the name.
Chrono Trigger. I would love to see Chrono Trigger remade. That'd be dope. You know what I like to see somebody do in the Unreal Engine? Make Time Crisis.
Yeah,
that would be sick. If somebody made Time Crisis in this engine, that'd be fire.
Yeah,
Time Crisis.
I agree with Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Chrono Trigger and or Parasite Eve, something like that.
Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis, another thing that's been going around. It's gonna be interesting to see when that comes out because you guys already know. They're now putting all their efforts into Street Fighter right now, to the new one. Well, at least I think they are, right? But they're dropping DLC for the latest one still.
Yeah, well, that's still part of that fight league. Street Fighter, I think, is still part of the fighting league. So, Time Crisis VR sounds juicy. Yeah, that's Yeah, I mean, again, man, it's just they don't know what anti-consumerism is, and now I think the new term is consumer hostile. I think that's the new term now because they're having to call it something else. They're like, well, they're a consumer hostile company. Yeah, and again, if you make something and you put it out for people to buy, it's consumer friendly. It is consumer friendly, okay? Even those concept cars that Ford and Toyota and them make, you can still buy. If you got the money and you got the connections, you can buy those concept cars. Okay, so it's not that they just don't mass produce them because it's a concept car. So, but it's just they don't know what anti-consumerism is. If Sony or whoever, Microsoft or who was being anti-consumer, the Security and Exchange Commission would sue them for anti-consumerism. They would.
Yeah. I'm disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in Alana Pierce.
I'm not. She's cute, and she's like the cute gaming girl right now.
No, I'm a little disappointed in Alana Pierce. Can tell you why I'm disappointed in Alana Pierce? I'm shocked that Alana Pierce has turned into. Remember, what was she doing, guys? Everybody in the chat, y'all already know. Yeah, if y'all follow Alana Pierce, y'all know what she was doing. But she was going. Yeah. She was calm and collected for the longest, right? Now she went into damage control mode after the Halo first showcase, and then she goes. As soon as it gets delayed, she goes, "This has got to be the best thing I've ever seen. This is the most pro-consumer thing I've ever seen." I'm sitting there going, Alana, but she was sitting there mad that people were talking about it and making the memes. Really,
well, she works for somebody, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Okay, I think she does. So again, look at it business-wise.
Alana killing me, dog. Like I'm a bit, I was a fan, but she really is killing me. She really going out wrong, dog. I'm just saying, she going out wrong.
Well, again, she works. I think she works for somebody. And imagine you have a business, and I work for you, and your business, you cover gaming, and Sony is taking such a big, say there's 12 of us that work for you, 3 cover, or 9, say 9 of us, 3 of us cover each console. And then Sony has such a big stake in what you all call mind share. Yeah. I'm like, okay, there's no reason for me to keep all you guys on. I can maybe, I can move, So, and Alana, she works for somebody, I believe, and it wouldn't be a shock to me. These guys, whether it's them or Digital Foundry, they're going to cape and shield because they have to stay relevant. And it's kind of like, well, look, if Sony is going to have this big of mind share, there's no reason for people to watch my channel. So, of course, you're going to say, well, I'm never going to buy another Xbox game again. That's pro-consumer.
Bro. VidKid said shills all around. No. VidKid said shills all around. Who remembers the damn game that they tried to shove down our throats and everybody said, no, we're not supporting? What was it called? Gamer Girl.
Oh, yeah.
That failed miserably before it even dropped. I'm like, thank God they canceled that because I can already see them. I can already see a bunch of cringeworthy games, FMV games coming out. Let me tell you. Some people are saying those games that game was innovative because it shows the dangers of streaming. I'm sitting there going, no girl streamer. First of all, what Twitch streamer have you seen go to a club with the camera guy? I mean, if you're documenting your life, your whereabouts, then obviously you're begging and crying for that type of stuff to happen for you.
Yeah. Somebody said, Young E's also hyping it up. Yeah, they're going to, guys. It's just, but you all should have seen this coming. It's like, okay, the media, they need to stay relevant. They need Microsoft to stay relevant. So if they have to cape, I mean, Yang Yi is trying to get a free copy of Cyberpunk. He's been covering Cyberpunk since last year when
I noticed that. Yeah, he's putting a lot of PR into it. He did that for Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, not Ghost of Tsushima. He did it for what's the game? Not Ghost of Tsushima. He did it for Death Stranding. That's what he did.
Death Stranding. Yeah,
and he got a free copy.
And he got a free copy, so it works. What they're doing works. And Alana Pierce was a voice in some video game. So what she's doing works, but when she said she moved and took a lower paying job, and this is in her videos, I'm not bashing her. She said, I moved and took a lower paying job to cover video games. That's not my fault. Get your weight up. Get your money up. Okay? I don't know what else to say at this point. Maybe get a full-time job and then get a part-time job covering game. You know, I just don't get it. Yeah, you got to get your money up. I don't know what else to say at this point. So, but yeah, it is what it is, bro. It is.
Yeah, you know.
So,
shout out to what's up, Callie? What's up, bro? Shout out to everybody. Hit that like button. We got 300 plus up in here. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. But I mean, honestly, me and Craig can go on all day, but y'all know you want to save a bunch for Friday because you already know we got some other stuff.
I'll be at work Friday. I'll be at work Friday. So I'll do a follow up on Saturday.
All right. We got a lot.
What you working on for Friday? Kind of
I've seen a lot of people. Give them an appetizer. No, a lot of people were talking about I forgot his YouTube. I think his YouTube name is Paris.
Yeah.
Dude's talking about Paris. They were saying that Paris was bought because he gets a lot of free stuff. He does a lot of free marketing. And I was sitting there going, yo, it's real? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If I was getting a bunch of free stuff from Microsoft, yeah, I might see Big Cloud turn into a bot overnight. I'm keeping real with you. Like they
you're gonna give me free stuff. You know?
I'm saying like Craig will officially turn into the nicest Xbox dude on the planet. If they send him the flight stick, they send him all the attachments for free.
Yeah, you send me all that.
Yeah. He'll be hyping up Game Pass for years.
I will. If you're gonna give me free stuff. Like, of course I'm going to be like, yeah, I mean, that's part of the deal. It is what it is. If I want access to, I don't know, Sony's developers, you don't think I'm not going to sit around and cape for them?
I cape for it all day. Shit, I'll wear a damn, bro, listen, if I got free stuff every week from Xbox, games, all that, bro, I would legit. You'll see me act like Lamar Wilson. I'll walk around the onesie with the Xbox. On some real, I'll do it every stream. But no, I've been noticing a lot of people say that the dudes takes your raw. And I was like, yo, honestly, I never really cared about his opinion. That's the thing. I never cared about his opinion. I never took him serious to begin with his opinion. Again, if he likes something, he likes something. We all like stuff. But I don't know. I get where people are coming from though. Like the dude does seem kind of twisted in certain things he says. Like a lot of peers went from being all about IGN talking about, everything. Now she's like, oh, I'm pro Xbox Game Pass. And then, oh, Halo's supposed to be this. And then as soon as Halo gets delayed, oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen for, this is the best thing I've seen them do. And I was sitting there going, Alana, do you disagree with anything they do right now? Do you disagree with anything? It seems like you disagree with everything,
There's no. I mean, I saw her video. It was like a 3-minute video. She was talking about Halo being delayed, and she was like, "Yeah, it's a good thing because they definitely had."
Yeah, they make the game look better. And I'm sitting there going, Alana, I thought the game looked good.
Yeah.
like, sweetheart, you don't get to do that. You said the game looked good, and people were just hating on it. She even did a rant video. I remember she was like, "Can we stop hating on Xbox?" I'm like, Alana, stop. Stop, please. Stop. This is cringy. Stop it, please. Stop the video.
I mean, no, not it, but guess what? That led to about 3 to 5 days later, Aaron Greenberg popped up on her podcast.
Oh, no.
What she wanted. People got to really understand that. I mean, because if YouTube is your business, it's not your hobby. If it's your business, you're going to
say everything. You're gonna pull that PR everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So hate on her because it's like, well, I disagree with her with Game Pass because it's not just her. I believe in ownership, not renting. That's just so that is a philosophical difference. I'm not going to bash the girl because I understand.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, she don't want to lose that early access. She want to be business smart. Trust me, I get it. I understand. What's up, Dave? Yeah. I definitely get it, and I understand her business perspective. But it's like from a long-term perspective, and as she flipped it, I'm like, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't take it serious. What up, Hip Hop Gamer? I see you, bro.
Hey, so Hip Hop Gamer, I believe, confirmed earlier that the new PSVR will be wireless or something like that. So guys, that helps me because I was in a wreck. I was in a car wreck, and I can't put heavy things on my head. So and so that VR, hopefully, if it is wireless, I could actually keep it on my head longer. So that's why people are like, well, you haven't streamed any VR games. Like, well, when I did that one time, I was only streaming for like 40 minutes, and my neck started to hurt. So then it was stiff like for 3 straight days. So But nah, it's but shout out to him, and shout out to Lou Waffa, who I broke that about a year ago that they was gonna have a wireless headset. But yeah, now shout out to Hip Hop Game and all that work you putting in, bro. Appreciate you.
Yep. Salute, bro. Appreciate you coming through. But nah, it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Yeah.
Anymore, but I mean, like I said, you're a better man than me. I would not, if those Xbox cats if you're like, dude, I would just open up the door. I'd be like, look, if you all want to come on my podcast, you're more than welcome. But let me let you know. I'm gonna let you know now. The panel I have, you're not gonna be able to get away with saying the stuff you're saying. They will kick you into you know where. So, but me coming over here, if you're gonna let your chat be disrespectful, I'm not gonna come back. But I'm sure if you said something to Boom, he would probably say, "Hey guys, knock it off." That's the way.
The funny thing is, a lot of those dudes who I saw too, a lot of them, there's like 90% of them were blocked anyway because they tried to come to my chat. They can't. I don't know. You remember some of those weirdos from RGT's like chat? Like they was like harassing us in the chat. We blocked a bunch of these dudes, and they were in that chat, and I was like, "Damn!" So trust me, a lot of them were blocked, like stealth. I stealth blocked a lot of them. Like I saw some dudes from Lucas chat in there. I was like, "Oh, this dude, really? You here talking trash? Okay, let me add you to the damn list." But no, it is what it is. It happens, bro.
Learn, especially if you're in the media and you're trying to cover games, and you literally see Sony have this big of what I guess you guys do call it mind share. I just call it the business side of it. They have total control. If you're covering it, that is scary because you in essence are going to now be competing with everybody else that's covering Sony. And you don't want to have to do that. So you want Microsoft and Nintendo to be somewhat in the story. And so you're going to big up whatever they're doing. That's just the reality. I mean, I'm not. And shout out to everybody that's covering it because, I can't imagine doing YouTube for a living. So shout out to everybody that does that.
What up, Wanya? What's up, Wanya? I didn't even see you. What's up, bro? It's true. Yeah, that's true. It really is true. People go crazy in the chat. People go crazy. I don't even acknowledge half of them, Y'all know me. Like, y'all know your boy. I will wait. Like, I'm very, strategic in how I go about stuff, too. So when something really needs to be said, I'll say it, but I'll say it when you least suspect it and just catch them. So I do it all the time. So a lot of people just be waiting. They're like, yo, is he going to say it? Nah, not today.
You were right in your other podcast that you uploaded because you're like, shout out to every Xbox guy that came out and said, this was trash. You all need to fix this because that's the reality. That's the reality.
Truth. Yeah, that is the truth. That feedback, and of course I didn't say PlayStation because again I was trying to empower Xbox dudes again, but PlayStation dudes again, PlayStation dudes and Xbox speaking their minds about the game. Bro, you brought change. The game got delayed, and you're going to get the game in its true glory when it's ready. But right now, it just wasn't ready in its current glory. And dudes, and the funny thing was, right, like their whole attitude was like, yeah, this is what you're going to get. We'll fix it later thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, nobody wants that attitude. You're either going to give me your best effort, your best foot forward type of approach, or I don't want it. That's just how it is. But dudes didn't want to say that. They didn't want to admit that. They're like, nah. It's fine the way it is. You just hate on Xbox. I'm sitting there going, okay. But a lot of dudes like that. A lot of dudes legit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when they put out some news, I'll cover them. And so that's it. There's no news except their big news is that they delayed Halo. Oh. There's nothing else to talk about with Xbox right now.
Shout out to Kid Smooth as well. Kid Smooth been through a lot this gen. I want y'all to understand this. He been through a lot this gen. He finally woke up. The homie finally woke up that there was nothing coming. And I was like, Smooth, where you been, bro? Where you been? But no, he finally woke up. Shout out to Kid Smooth. He finally sees what I've been saying for the longest. That's the homie, though. That's a true Xbox dude. He really does love his Xbox, but even he is frustrated. So if the diehard Xbox dude that is Kid Smooth is even backing me up on what I'm saying, maybe you might want to listen to what I'm saying.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
There is a problem here. There is a problem, a distinctive problem But no, he kept it a buck, and I appreciate Get Smooth for keeping it a buck and keeping just keeping it honest. But on Sherelle, it's funny. I'm about to shut it down, but he's actually live, so I'm actually going to shut this down anyway. I want to say appreciate everybody who came through. Before I even say goodbye though, it's funny though. Before I even started recording or before I started doing the stream, it was crazy. I had my mom's then gave me something I didn't think we had near us, right? It was crazy. So you guys already know, I already told you guys this a while ago. My brother, he passed away back in 2006, 2007. Yeah. And I was sitting going, damn, like I always get that down feeling, right? Like I was like, damn, I have nothing to really remember him by. So my mom's passed me his keys that she kept as a memento. And I was like, damn, you had these keys this whole time? I was like, yep, I had them this whole time. I'm like, damn, so he never really left. He's been away. He's been around me in some capacity. I must say, man, I believe everything happens for a reason on some real. To everybody out here, everything happens for a reason. And there's more of the stuff out here that you'll later, you'll find out. Thing is, though, on some real, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I don't know how long all of us are going to be here, but I want to say appreciate everybody for always supporting this channel, coming through. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you. Real talk. Salute. I'll see you guys Friday for some more, but y'all already know we have a lot to go over, but real talk. Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. If y'all enjoyed the show, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you. Craig, he won't be on Friday's show, but you already know he'll be, I guess, the following Friday, right? He'll be the next Friday. He'll be back. But
yeah, that's the way they got me scheduled.
The schedule.
So
every other Friday, we got the Messiah. But
something
how that is.
So I'll try to listen.
I already know you're gonna listen. I already know you're gonna be in the chat listening to the hilariousness.
Give them a little tease for Friday. Do you have any topics lined up so far?
Yeah.
What's up, nerd?
So you notice.
I just can't. It's blessed. I just came to say.
No.
I just came to say that the title of this stream is entirely wrong. The PS2 and PS3, the PS2 and PS3 both launched with no major first-party exclusives. So
this is the first major console, sir. PS3 had Resistance Fallen Man.
Resistance Fallen Man was not a first-party title.
That's from
Insomniac. Insomniac. They did not own Insomniac back then. So
that is their exclusive, sir.
Yeah, still an exclusive.
Your title says first party game, sir.
I guess you want to look at it.
Bless Red, you like third, but you think 30 FPS is better than 60?
Bro, no, not at all.
ID check. All right. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'm going to shut it down.